It's a gorgeous September Saturday at Clark and Addison. Cubs and Cardinals getting set for Game 2. The Cubs lead the division by 3 with 15 to play. Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. The Cubs are 9-4 against the Cardinals this year. It is Game 2 of a weekend set. The Cubs with an 8-2 win in the opener on Friday. Great to have you with us today. It's Jim DeShays and Len Casper. The Cubs got swept by the Brewers. They've won 4 in a row since to start the homestand. Chris Bryant with another excellent day yesterday.
Yeah, the Cubs really feasted on the Mets pitching staff. We thought it might be a different story with the Cardinals coming to town, and early on it was. Carlos Martinez had retired the first 10 men he faced. Chris Bryant hit a 2-0 fastball the other way for a game-tying home run, but he was not done there. Bryant, as you would like to see, your top guys really stepping up in a big series, and he had a big day yesterday afternoon.
And during this 4-game win streak, he has 8 hits, including 2 homers. He's knocked in 8 and has scored 9 times. He has scored over 100 runs now each of the last 2 seasons. Let's get into the pitching matchup. Kyle Hendricks will go for the Cubs. He's on a very good stretch.
Yeah, tough luck loser last time out, but he's been remarkably consistent. All 6 of his last starts, quality work. His .258 ERA over his last 10 starts is the 5th best in the National League. That's since he returned from the disabled list. Michael Walker will go for the Cardinals today. Kind of interesting when you try to break him down. He's been awfully good of late. 8 shutout last time, 3-0 with a .180 over his last 3 starts. But it has been rough going for him here at Wrigley Field. He's got a 6.5 ERA here.
Walker hit 98 on the gun in his last start, and it was pretty hot here at Wrigley Field yesterday. Cubs put up 7 runs in the 6th to turn it around. We'll have Game 2 next.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Lexus, who encourages you to experience amazing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Ford, who invites you to go further in their fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Menards, save big money at Menards. And Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
And welcome back to Wrigley Field. A little more wind today than we had yesterday, but warm temperatures, and the Cardinals and Cubs matching up for the 14th time this season. Cubs have won 9 of the first 13. Big hand for Kyle Hendricks as he and his teammates take the field. And let's check out the Cardinals Southwest starting lineup. Kyle will face Matt Carpenter in the leadoff spot playing second. Tommy Pham homered yesterday. He's at left. DeYoung the shortstop. Jose Martinez at first. Dexter Fowler back in their lineup first time in a week. He banged his knee against the wall last Saturday against the Pirates. Molina leading all catchers in RBIs. Piscotty is in right. Garcia in. Remember, Colton Wong left mid-game yesterday due to a back issue. And Waka, the pitcher, hits ninth.
Cubs defensively this afternoon, a little different look. Jason Hayward gets a day off. That means Jay Almora Jr. and Zobrist left, center, and right. Bryant Baez, half Rizzo. Good to see Javi back out there. Had a little bit of a injury issue late in the ball game yesterday. Wilson Contreras behind the plate. Lexus starting pitcher for the Cubs is the professor, 27-year-old right-hander Kyle Hendricks, 6-5 with a .335 earned run average. A lot of good work lately. Not a bunch of wins, some tough no decisions. Lexus experience amazing.
Carlos Torres back at the plate. A couple of guys from Venezuela saying hello. Torres from Barquisimeto, Venezuela, the second big league umpire from Venezuela following Manny Gonzalez. Wilson Contreras from Puerto Cabello.
And just prior to shaking Torres' hand, a big handshake for Jordan Baker, who was behind the plate yesterday in the middle of all that controversy when Lackey and Contreras were both ejected. So good move by Wilson to go out and make amends. They probably say, sorry, dude, I just lost it there for a minute.
Wilson did get a 2-game suspension. He is appealing and will be able to play before that appeal is heard. And Lackey was fined for his actions during the incident. So it's Hendricks against Carpenter to get us started. Cubs 3 up on the Brewers, who won last night 10-2. They scored 8 times in the 8th inning to beat the Marlins. Cardinals are 4 back, and we're underway. That's a strike. And a fastball at 86.
And you got a guy who throws a high percentage of first pitch strikes and a guy who typically takes that first pitch. Hendricks takes advantage of it. Carpenter is a walk machine, however, batting .239, but a .383 on base percentage.
85 degrees. We've got a southeast wind at 11. Kind of blowing out toward left. Hendricks to the plate. 89 that time on the fastball with some cutting action. Outside 2-1. You see the shift against Carpenter.
Yeah, he's become more of a pull hitter and a guy who is able to pull the ball with authority more so than when he first came into the league. He drives the ball a lot more. When he first came in, he was thought of as, just a good patient hitter who hit line drives all around the field. For power and the on-base presence, only Joey Votto has walked more than Carpenter.
High fly ball, deep center, and it's Almora on the warning track for the out. Looks like it's going to carry today.
Yeah, that's a comforting feeling, though, for a pitcher, because you never know when the ball gets up in the air here, first fly ball of the ball game, exactly how it's going to react. But based on Almora's body language, I think fairly early on, Kyle Hendricks knew this ball was going to stay in the yard. It got close, though.
It's kind of dusty out there near the ivy as the warning track dirt being riled up by this wind. Tommy Pham takes a curve for a strike.
He jumped on a first pitch fastball for a home run yesterday. Hendricks breaks out the curveball, pitch he doesn't use all that often.
Kyle works quickly. Grounding ball. Shortstop Javi Baez makes a play. Addison Russell activated before the game and available to come in later off the bench. May not start tomorrow as the Cubs kind of ease him back into the swing of things, but when he is able to make a start, it will be as the shortstop, and Baez will move back to second base. Paul DeYoung, the Cardinals shortstop. 1 on him. Hendricks has been terrific since coming back from the DL. ERA of about 2.5. As you mentioned, not getting a lot of decisions.
No, quality work, just hasn't picked up many wins along the way. Made 1 start against the Cardinals this year, and it was the one immediately before going on the disabled list. Tendonitis in his finger.
That ball actually hit Joe Madden on the carom.
Did it hit him on the left side of his carom or the right side of his carom?
He was pointing at the carom.
I never knew that was called a carom.
Back. In medical terms.
Good
Just
pitch.
Miss 2-2. Was that where I thought it was?
Yeah, that was just a Mr. Spot miss. Because it was on the plate.
Boy, was it ever. That was actually about the same spot Lackey's pitch that didn't get called. Swing and a miss. So he gets him on the next one. And the Cardinals go 1-2-3. Cubs are coming up when we return. Seven runs over a 4-game stretch. They hadn't done that since JD was in the 2nd grade. Zobrist, Bryant, and Rizzo at the top. Contreras, Almora, Happ in the middle. Baez, Jay, and Hendricks at the bottom. Yep, best 4-game scoring average since 1935.
Wow. Yeah,
I did the math. Was I off?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right there. Sister Mary Elephant, tough teacher back in the day. Here are the Cardinals defensively. Pham, Fowler, Piscotty, left center, right. Carpenter, DeYoung, third short. Garcia in for Wong at second. Wong's got a little bit of a back issue. Jose Martinez is playing first base. Yadier Molina, where you normally find him, behind the plate. Lexus starting pitcher for the Cardinals is the talented Michael Waka for the 28th time. He's 12-7 with a .399.
Lined and caught by Piscotty. If it had gotten by him, it would have probably been a triple. And we also would have had a $100 donation from Binny's Beverage Depot to the Greater Chicago Food Depository, as Binny's sponsors the Cubs leadoff man.
Wow, that kind of contact should be worth at least $50. Zobrist locked in .387 batting average for Ben over the last 10 days, including 5 2-hit games and a bid for another one there. Piscotty able to run it down on him.
Now Chris Bryant, right in the middle of this winning streak offensively, red hot.
One of those reverse split guys, at least in terms of batting average, better against lefties than righties. Has an outstanding changeup.
Pretty good and a miss on the curve.
Following that lineage of big, tall right-handers the Cardinals have had. He's 6'6", 215, 26 years of age, a first-round pick out of Texas A&M a few years back.
1 and 2, 99 on the gun. I mentioned in the opening at 98.6 on one of his fastballs in his previous start.
That coupled with a really good changeup make him awfully tough against the left-handed hitters. Doesn't throw his change quite as much to right-handed batters. Sometimes guys just don't feel as comfortable with the same side hitter up there for fear it's going to drift into their swing. It makes Hendricks so good, the ability to throw his changeup away from right-handed batters.
Called strike 3. Pitch was up, not where he wanted it, but it worked. And we'd like to welcome all our viewers watching on Muscatine Power and Water in Muscatine, Iowa. As Bryant caught looking. Here's Rizzo.
It's interesting because I was just reading an article on Fangraphs a little while ago, a study they'd done on the strike zone, and they compiled data over the years 2012 through 2016. And one of the things they found was this guy behind the plate here, Carlos Torres, are less likely to call the breaking ball below the midpoint of the strike zone than others. Perhaps, as we saw with Bryant, the elevated one pitchers might get.
Ground ball toward right. And a diving Greg Garcia can't get it. It's a base hit. So Rizzo picks up a 2-out single, and will bring up Wilson Contreras.
I mentioned Walker's tough on left-handers, but one that he has not been successful against is Mr. Rizzo. He is now 16 out of 35 against him with 3 home runs, well up over 400 batting average. Rizzo against Walker.
So Ed Hardig tells us the last time prior to yesterday the Cubs battery or a pitcher and catcher were tossed in the same game. It was June 19th, 1977 at Dodger Stadium. So it had been 40 years. Contreras hits a ground ball, diving stop. Matt Carpenter gets the out at second. It was Rick Russell and George Mitterwald. Presented by State Farm. I want to send a birthday shout out to our buddy Max Crawford over in the scoreboard suite. Longtime Cubs employee. Celebrating number 55. Jose Martinez will lead it off for St. Louis. They went 1-2-3 in the first. And he takes a fastball for a strike. Pitch. Outside, 1-1. Final game of the homestand tomorrow afternoon, and then the Cubs leave for their last road trip of the season. Will they return home NL Central champions?
Likely.
On a late Thursday night before playing the final 3 games against the Reds. That's the hope.
It's the hope, it's the probability, but it's not inevitable.
Kyle's 2-2 is hit foul off to the right.
According to the folks who crunched the numbers, the Cubs currently have a 92.5% chance of reaching the postseason. This time of year, that'll swing from day to day. Doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's kind of fun to look at. Carlos is tight. This is not a good development for Hendricks, who really likes to work the edges, and he's made a ton of quality pitches. It could easily be 0-5 here. And for Wilson Contreras to start doing some lobbying. There's a fellow Venezuelan there.
Hendricks fields and throws to Rizzo for the out.
I was thinking, could there be a more disparate combo of back-to-back starts in terms of personality on the mound than John Lackey and Kyle Hendricks?
Well, they both churn inside, but show it in very different ways externally.
That's what makes the game fun, right? Everybody comes at it a different way.
Dexter Fowler batting 5th for the Cardinals today. Bruised his knee going after an Adam Frazier inside the park home run 1 week ago today. This is his first action since. This was in St. Louis. Very awkward landing. Probably fortunate he only missed a week. 1-1 on him. Switch batter. Batting left. Hasn't done much against the Cubs this year in the overall, batting under 200 in 12 games. Oh boy, didn't get that one either.
Yeah.
Dexter batting 189 with a home run against the Cubs this season.
So obviously the key here for Kyle is just not to get frustrated, continue to try to make quality pitches, continue to work the edges the way he does, and hope that Torres starts to come around a little bit. Waka, with his combination of stuff, can afford to pitch over the middle of the plate a little bit more than Kyle can.
Here comes a 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3.
All you can do, man. Just keep making quality pitches.
Is Dexter going to walk to the Cub dugout? Well, maybe just a little extra step.
I think the swing and the miss create a little momentum in that direction.
Molina with 2 outs. Hendricks has retired the first 5.
Tug McGraw many years ago, a longtime Met who had moved on to the Phillies the first time he pitched at Shea Stadium for the Phillies, when he finished the inning and he ran toward the Met dugout.
It's understandable.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, knowing Tug McGraw, he did it on purpose, did it for a laugh.
Molina sends it sky high to left. His former teammate John Jay is camped, and Hendricks getting all the calls, but it hasn't bothered him a bit. Healthcare partner of your Chicago Cubs. We're for the comeback. We're for the win. We're for tomorrow. Tomorrow starts today at advocatehealth.com. A lovely Saturday afternoon. Gonna have some weird shadows. We're later part of the summer, 3 o'clock start. Sunfield's going to be pretty bad out there in right.
Feels like the 4th of July. Not the 16th of September.
Waka to Almora. First pitch swinging. There it is Piscotty. His sunglasses on.
Did you see Garcia?
No, I didn't. What did he do? Just give I have no idea where it is.
He was looking for it. He thought it might be his play, and he was looking up, and he had no idea, and he was spinning and waving and befuddled. He's still fuddled.
Now Ian Happ, who went deep against Waka twice here at Wrigley Field earlier this season. That was on June 4th. The Cubs 7-6 win.
Yeah, they've beat Walk up a couple of times already this year. Here's Garcia retreating into the outfield grass, shading his eyes. And then you can see the complete helpless feeling. At the point you're hoping it just doesn't hit you on top of the head.
Or was he planting the seed for later? Was it a deke? And one, Happ pulls it to right, and it's foul and out of play.
Yeah, so Rizzo big numbers against Waka. Bryant big numbers against Waka. Happ with a 2-home-run game against him. Contreras has hit 2 home runs against him. He's got a 6.35 ERA in this ballpark. 1-3 here. He's at 6.45 lifetime against the Cubs.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is his second strikeout today.
Sunday afternoon games are meant for kids here at Wrigley Field. Following tomorrow's game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger will have the opportunity to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information on how to receive a field access wristband for your child to run the bases, visit Cubs.com/kids.
Baez steps in with 2 Cubs retired, nobody on. Waka's pitch is fouled away. Waka is a Midwesterner by birth. Born in Iowa City, Iowa, but then went to Pleasant Grove High School in Texarkana, Texas. Ground ball gobbled up. And Carpenter spins, throws, and gets him. Quick 1-2-3 in the second. 0-0 after 2 innings. Nothing score. Stephen Piscotty as we check out StatCast powered by AWS, robbing Zobrist of a potential extra base hit. And he will be the leadoff man here in the third, batting 7th in the Cardinal lineup. Hendricks has faced 6 and retired all of them. Except this time Piscotty gets him on a broken bat flare for the Cardinals' first hit.
Hendricks has a reputation of being around the zone, so it looks like the Cardinals are in swing mode here early. This ball moves in on him, cracks his bat. Hendricks induces a lot of weak contact. League only batting .239 against him last year when he led Major League Baseball in ERA. Opposing hitters batted less than .210 against him.
And the left-handed batting Greg Garcia in for Colton Wong, lifted due to the back issue yesterday. Cubs need one more win to secure their 3rd consecutive winning season, dating to Joe Maddon's first year, 2015. It will be the 3rd such stretch in the last 78 seasons, going back to 1940. A 6-year run from 67 to 72, and then under Lou Piniella, 2007 to 2009. I guess the key here in the last 78 years is to hire former Rays managers.
That's the formula.
This is going to get down for Garcia. Zobrist will collect it. He will keep Garcia to a single. Piscotty advances all the way to 3rd. And they have him at the corners with nobody out, and the pitcher Waka coming up.
A chance to draw first blood here for St. Louis. He's got a good hit tool. He can swing the bat, stays in the zone a long time. Out in front a little bit, but solid swing, good result. Now Hendricks has to go to work on Waka.
Well, not all singles are necessarily created equal, and you wouldn't say either of these two were hit with a lot of punch, but the count.
See if then he goes straight sacrifice here or wants to get a little more creative.
Takes ball 1. It looks to me like Waka is already working up a lather.
It's a lathery day.
Yeah, from our perch, it looks like he's got some good back sweat working.
Yeah, you don't want to get on the L after he gets up. Ryan gonna keep Piscotty close there at third base.
Bunted foul.
We've talked about this a lot, the safety squeeze situation, where the argument is it's almost indefensible if it's executed properly by the hitter and the base runner. Well, this is one way to defend it. Keep your third baseman home. Don't allow that base runner to drift down the line very far. Have an aggressive, nimble defender at first base and one on the mound, and that'll give you a chance to prevent that run from scoring. And I don't know what the Cubs have in mind here. See a better focus, because if he drifts too far off, Hendricks will get him. He's picked off 6 already this year.
There's the bunt. Rizzo will pick it up. Second and third now as Piscotty had to hold his ground. And it will bring up Matt Carpenter. By the way, a quick historical side note. I'm told the original name of the band Canned Heat was Back Sweat, but they changed it about 6 months.
They did a little market testing, and it wasn't playing
Back
very
Sweat
well.
wasn't really testing well, so they thought Canned Heat would be better.
Smart play. All right, infield stays back. Try to run for an out in the early going. If it's third base only, then much greater chance, of course, that they would be in here.
Milwaukee changing positions. We've got an umpire shift. Your admitted bat. Kick and the 1-0 is off the corner. All the unpaid umpires not agreeing with Carlos Torres.
Well, I think Carlos has missed a few already here today. That one, though, was looks like a little bit off the edge. Carpenter normally patient, but most guys get a little anxious with man on base. Chance to drive in runs. Not close enough to get him to bite. Kyle may be willing to start fresh with Pham here with the base open.
On deck circles already in the shade. And Hendricks deals on a 3-0. It is ball 4. Little adversity here in the third. Bases loaded.
It's a real crisis moment of the game here. Pham, he went curveball with last time, got a ground ball to short. That's Kyle's third best pitch, but he's very adaptable, and if the scouting report says throw Pham curveballs, that's what he's going to do. Now, second at bat, he may change his game plan a little bit. Sinker changeup combination, great ground ball pitches for him.
There's a strike. Good start.
And the two curveballs last time set that up. Just a get over fastball, and Pham with the curveball planted in his brain doesn't pull the trigger.
Pham 5 for 10. Lifetime with the bases loaded. Loaded with those guys. Scotty at third, Garcia at second, and Carpenter at first. Knocked down by the catcher Contreras. 2-1.
So 2 plate appearances. He's thrown him 5 pitches. 3 curveballs, 1 fastball, and that bounce changeup. And so the question is, do you feel confident that you've slowed him down enough where you can throw that 2-seamer in on his hands and get a little weak ground ball to the left side?
There's the ground ball. And they turn it. Huge double play. 6-4-3. That'll do it for the Cardinals in the 3rd inning. Baez, Happ, and Rizzo. He dialed it up.
Yeah, he didn't throw the sinker in. He threw that little cut changeup away, but he got the desired result. The ground ball to short, 6-4-3, and out of trouble. Beautiful pitch. Nice turn.
So we remain 0-0. And the batter is John Jay. Called strike. Will be followed by Hendricks. Back to the top of the order, and Ben Zobrist.
Jay is an outfield hitter in the outfield.
That's Pham. In the shaded area near the foul line. He's got it.
Got fans, here's your opportunity to register for the chance to purchase tickets for potential postseason games here at Wrigley Field. Go to Cubs.com/postseason, and there you can register and learn more about this postseason ticket purchase opportunity.
Strike called on Kyle. He was hitting balls to the back of the bleachers and left before the game yesterday. Flying out of here during BP. What was that, Thursday? Whatever day it was.
They all run together. Yeah.
I mean yesterday, I mean a previous day
some
to today.
day
It may have been
recent past.
Friday, could have been Tuesday.
Yeah. It's kind of a Jamaican approach to life. No problem, whatever, man. Yesterday was in the past. Tomorrow's in the future. Neither one of them means all that much. It's all about today.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. We're out number 2. 6 in a row retired by Waka. 8 of 9 to start the game.
Cardinals rotation has really led the charge for them here in the month of September. Waka, Lynn, Martinez prior to yesterday had all been very good. Lucas Weaver, the rookie, has been brilliant.
First pitch swinging. Martinez will take it to the bag. And we'll head to the 4th inning. Cubs nothing, Cardinals nothing.
Return to CSN for pregame and CSN Plus for postgame live. Lawrence Holmes hosts alongside former Bears Lance Briggs, Jim Miller, and Alex Brown. Get on-field game day coverage and hear from your favorite players and coaches. Watch live on CSN and CSN Plus or stream at csnchicago.com/live.
Hey, how about Northern Illinois? Beat Nebraska.
Woohoo.
The Huskies beat the Huskers.
Wow, that's a huge win for the program.
Swinging strike on Paul DeYoung. Brian Dunsing's not happy about that.
No. I suspect not.
So Kyle, 41 pitches through 2 hits, and really has been squeezed. 25 pitches, 20 strikes for Michael Wacha through 3. So a couple of starters really on their game today, as we expected.
Yeah, I'm just, the way Hendricks has been going along, on top of what he has done, in the last couple of seasons, last year in particular, the confidence level when Joe Madden hands him the ball must be sky high. He's been remarkably dependable. This is a fun stat. 70 consecutive starts now, allowing 8 or fewer hits. That's a club record.
How about that? One knocked somebody down in the Cubs dugout. A lot of room in there. There never is, even before September. Almost got a piece of John Lackey.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you see the old the movies that depict the Revolutionary War times. The guys are just standing there getting shot. It's like being in the dugout this time of year.
Ball, strike 3. Don't miss your chance, your first chance to secure 2018 tickets. This is your opportunity to get tickets to the must-have matchups for the 2018 regular season, or coordinate a group outing for any occasion. Visit Cubs.com/deposits for more information today.
Big man Martinez. Got a lot of waggle going on up there.
That ball, the hardest of their hits. Line drive out into right center. They've got 3 singles in the last 2 innings.
Yeah, that one not exactly squared up, but see the Sheffield-like waggle. Big leg kick, gets it down just in time to fight this one off.
Fowler is on the big free agent contract over the offseason. Swing and a miss. Waited back on the curve and still couldn't get it. Been a tough year for him injury-wise. DL time, wrist, heel. Also dealt with an illness. The hip, the back, the shoulder, had the knee. He does have 8 triples. Most by a Cardinals since Fernando Vina had 8 back in 2001. And he's got 80 in his career. That's the most in the majors since 2009. Martinez with an average lead over there at first. And he was leaning and he just got back in safely.
Starting to drift.
He's out.
And I think they got him.
Joe will challenge, and it looks like Kyle's going to pick up another pick off. He's out. Getting a good look at the left field board, which seems to clearly show that Martinez was out. A good challenge. They get it overturned, and he picks off another runner. So, yeah, you're all over it. He's so good.
Well, he's got quick feet, and he's just got great timing. He anticipates that runner getting out there trying to get that aggressive lead, and he just has the knack of being able to go over just the right time. The throw's always right on the money.
One to Fowler. Now 1-2. All of a sudden he's a strike away from getting out of the inning completely. Ground ball into center. And Fowler takes over for Martinez at first.
The game started to turn one-sided yesterday. Mike Matheny got Molina out of the game. he second guessed himself at all last night, because his turn came up with the bases loaded in an 8-2 ball game.
And he's probably, if they're in it, he's going to start just about every game. So
yeah, and I mean you try to find a way to get a guy off his legs a little bit, but you know, it's the second week of September, desperate time here for the Cardinals. And put a push on to either win the division or claim a wild card spot.
Just kind of threw his bat at it. Molina wasn't sure where it went. Well, it's going to be caught by Baez. 2 hits, but no runs for the second straight inning. Cubs Insider at CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. The pickoff for Kyle Hendricks, his 7th of the season. That ties former Cub Clayton Richard for the major league lead. Richard has been the best pitcher in terms of the running game, throwing out base runners, 7 pickoffs and 6 pitcher caught stealing. So basically 13 times Clayton has nabbed a base runner. It grounds to Carpenter and throws him out. To have a right-handed pitcher have that many pickoffs is pretty impressive.
Yeah, Richard's got that tricky left-handed move, and he's awfully quick to the plate.
So Alex Cobb has 5, but you look at the rest of the top 10 in pickoffs. Only Julio Teheran is in that group as a right-hander. Everybody else a lefty. Rizzo smacks it into right. He's 2 for 2. Got some aggressive approaches here on both sides, swinging early in the count.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, Waka, the changeup, especially against the lefties, has been a big pitch for him, but he really hasn't thrown many. And I think it's the early swings. They're attacking that first pitch fastball, and he hasn't really been able to get to that pitch very often. Zobrist has been first pitch swinging a couple times. Rizzo just absolutely owns him. 2 out of 2 here today.
All right, so let's see in his career. 17 out of 36. Almost at 500 against him. I've got a calculator here on my phone. I can kind of find the actual average. 472. Rizzo against Waka. Outside on Contreras.
Yeah, and it's a nice balanced lineup here today. You know, leaving Rizzo in there. He's got the switch hitters, Happ and Zobrist. Talked about that in the past, how if you load up from one side, you can create a comfort zone for a pitcher. Let him get into a rhythm.
So in general, the mound in the sun, the home plate in the shade. What's the deal with vision today?
I think right now it's probably not too big of an issue. As the shadows get a little further out towards the mound, sometimes as the ball passes from light into dark, that creates a little issue for the hitters. I mean, now, you know, imagine yourself trying to hit here as Walker delivers that baseball. You know, you've committed to swing long before that ball gets into the shadow area in front of home plate. And I've talked to a lot of hitters over the years who, yeah, the shadows really bother me. And I've talked to others that, no, it doesn't bother me in the least.
Good lead by Anthony. Not running. Top toward third. It's foul.
As a lifetime 073 hitter, I didn't feel like my game was severely impacted by the shadows at all.
You kind of maintain that average in all settings.
Yeah. Good splits. I had one major weakness: pitched balls.
What's the scouting report on Deshays? Throw it.
Don't walk them, don't hit them. They're going to be pretty good.
You were like Carlos Martinez yesterday on pitches a foot off the plate. I'm good. It's a strike.
Let's not waste everybody's time.
Well, that's what really, I think. I mean, John was upset, but when Martinez took 4 or 5 steps toward his own dugout, that's when it really escalated. Even the batter knew he was out. 2-2 on Contreras.
Yeah, it was the perfect storm of circumstances, with Baker having a bad day back there, Martinez reacting the way he did, John having to back up the play on the base hit to the outfield, so he was in close proximity of Jordan Baker, or maybe it gave him an excuse to make a run at Baker.
Walker's 2-2 inside, maybe high. Is this a send here for Rizzo? We'll find out.
I like send here.
Not going, it's ball 4. And he can walk to second.
This postseason on baseball, get ready for excitement, drama, and thrilling plays. The 2017 Major League Baseball postseason begins October 3rd. Go to MLB.com/postseason for a full schedule.
First time the Cubs have had a man in scoring position this afternoon. Almora batting. And a base hit. Rizzo's going to be sent by Gary Jones. Fowler's going to throw to third. Everybody saved. Almora advances 1-0. Boy, he's had a good week. Coming off the bench against the Mets. And in a starting role today, gives the Cubs the lead.
Well, he dropped the head on that low fastball, and he's been first pitch swinging both times up today. He's gone after that first one. Delivers a solid single. Fowler initially looked like he was contemplating a throw home the way his shoulders were lined up. Made a late adjustment to make that throw to third. It was offline.
They will now bring their infield to the edge of the grass against Ian Happ. Second and third. 1 out. Contreras the runner at third. Almora's at second, and a base hit. Two should score here. Nope. Gary's going to hold him up. So Contreras in, throw back to third. Almora's safe. It's 2-0. Scotty was playing pretty deep out there in right, but that ball got to him in a hurry.
And I think if he just had a shot of walk, and he was talking, I think, basically to himself or anyone else that could hear. But I think he said they're sitting on fastball, and they've been jumping all over that first pitch, and they haven't really made an adjustment, he and Molina.
So Derek Lilliquist, the pitching coach, will head out. 3 hits, 2 runs in this 4th inning to take the lead.
Walker came into the start with a 3.99 ERA. If you take out the 2 starts he made here earlier this year, it would have been 3.57. This place has been a house of horrors for Michael Walker.
Play for a double play chance on their infield. Sounds like they're chanting Javi, Javi. Went over the 3 million mark in attendance yesterday, the 2nd consecutive season, and the 10th time overall here at Wrigley. What an atmosphere today. Has had a good rip.
Yeah. Cut fastball. One thing if you're throwing that ball in on the hands of a left-handed hitter, but you're trying to throw it away to a righty and you don't get much action on it.
It was a changeup. Would have been up.
Well, I saw the velocity, but yeah, he does throw his changeup hard.
It's low. 1-1.
Walker pitched here June 4th, went 4 1/3, allowed 6 runs. Tried it again July 23rd, went 6 innings, allowed 5 runs in that one. That's the cutter there. That one was well executed.
Striking first, trying to get some more here. Leading 2-0. And a 1-2.
It's a situation where Joe with Javi, certainly with the pitchers, and a lot of times with bottom of the order guys, and with Javi, because of his abilities, he would have contemplated a safety squeeze here. But I think with Walker struggling a little bit, he thought there was a chance he'd make a mistake, and Javi'd hit it a long way.
Still 1-2. The Indians' 22-game winning streak, which set an American League record, came to an end last night. They've got a 3-1 lead over Kansas City in the 3rd today. The runner at third. Happ is across the way at first. Swing and a miss. He chased a curve out of the zone, and that's the second out. Adam Conley and Zach Davies tonight in Milwaukee. Series moved from Marlins Park to Miller Park due to the hurricane aftermath in South Florida. Brewers a 10-2 winner last night.
Craig Counsell turned that game over to his bullpen.
They tied a club record. They used 8 pitchers in a 9-inning game.
And September allows you to do that. And they've got a very talented, very deep bullpen.
Davies will go for his 18th win. Almost hit John. That's ball 2.
You know, years ago with the Braves, it was Spahn and Sane and pray for rain. And with Jimmy Nelson down now, I think with the Brewers, I don't have anything that rhymes, but Davies and Anderson, and then patch it together, and the bullpen combination is very intriguing. A lot of clubs are going to be paying attention to what the Brewers are doing and contemplating being in a similar situation in future seasons. If you can load up on, some quality arms and put them on your big league staff in September, you could play 5 or 6 games that way over the course of the month, or you just make them all bullpen games.
He walks Jay. And will face Hendricks with 2 outs and the bases loaded. I think the Cubs now have 36 active players on their roster. You can have up to 40 in September. Most teams don't have that many. Just trying to get work in for everybody. You've got an overflowing dugout and clubhouse and team plane. So it's usually, I don't know, what's the average that a team would have? Maybe 33 to 35 on the September roster at various points. One ball, 1 strike. Rip 1-2. Oh yeah, and there's a little bit of a cost issue, although I don't think that really applies these days. But I know over the years there have been some smaller market, out of contention teams that maybe didn't bring up 3 or 4 extra guys on top of their call-ups just to save a little cash. He did not labor at all through 3, but he is here in the 4th. It's kind of how it went yesterday for Carlos Martinez. Swing and a miss, and the Cubs leave the bases loaded. But that's after they get the first 2 runs of the game. Full views of the city. Cubs lead 2-0. Well, Hendricks has worked around some traffic here the last couple of frames. And he will face the bottom three in their batting order: Piscotty, Garcia, and Waka.
Crisis management, and he's been very good at it here today. Big double play off the bat of Tommy Pham in the third, and the pickoff of Jose Martinez helped clean up the fourth. Pitch count in good shape as he sets to work the fifth here with the bottom of the order.
Blue hit for Piscotty his first time up. Tomorrow afternoon's finale here on CSN. Off day Monday, final respite before the stretch run covering the last 2 weeks of the season. And the 0-1 is hit foul out of play. Jake Arrieta for a bullpen session today, so assuming he feels good tomorrow, might plop him back in the rotation this coming week. Well, we might see Koji Uehara at some point this weekend, but in addition to the knee issue, his back is acting up. Say the Cubs are limping to the finish, but pretty common to deal with some nagging day-to-day stuff here in the season's final month.
Yeah, Rondon, his elbow flared up on him here recently.
Ground ball past the mound. Hack will make the play.
Hey folks, showing a piece of Cubs history as part of the Cubs' ongoing effort to restore and modernize Wrigley Field. Several sections of seats have been or will be removed. These seats are now available to purchase in sets of 2. Visit Cubs.com/seat sale for more information. By the seashore, Susie.
Garcia 1 for 1. Right-hander to left-hander and a strike. The Houston Astros magic number in the American League West down to 1. That would be their first AL West title, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to 90 wins for the first time since 2004. An 8-6 decision over the Mariners today. Dallas Keuchel got his 13th victory.
Verlander's been good since joining them.
So if the Angels lose in Texas tonight, the Astros will clinch outright. And the magic number is 1. That means you've clinched a tie. Tap again. It has not been the Wild West this year. It's been the Astros and everybody else.
A mild West.
There you go.
So, displaced Astro fan.
Strike to Waka. He laid down a sac bunt in the third. The Dodgers won again. They've won 4 in a row after their 11-game losing streak. 3-2 at Washington, Cody Bellinger hit his 38th home run. Ties the National League single season rookie record. So the Dodgers are now 7 games up on the Nationals to secure home field advantage throughout the National League playoffs. I guess really all of the playoffs, right? They've got best record. Let's see, 4.5 ahead of Cleveland, I believe. Nice job by Hendricks. 1, 2, 3, 5th. Rocket Arms. So we've got strikeout leaders in both leagues. Cubs 4th in the National League. So they're 5 strikeouts away now from 1,300. It would be the 8th time in franchise history. 1,300. I'm guessing most of those have been in the last 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, probably. Strikeouts going up and up and up. That has been the trend in recent seasons.
Maybe all of them.
That graphic, I believe, all 8 of those clubs pictured there. If the season were to end today, it would be in the postseason.
So there's something to it.
There's value in keeping the ball out of play.
Zobrist swings away, sends it high and deep to center. Fowler backpedaling now, and he has room to make the grab.
Well, a frustrating day for Ben. He's had 3 good swings. He's hit the ball sharply all 3 times. He's had to make a quick U-turn and head back to the Cubs dugout on each occasion. And I believe he's attacked the first pitch each time. Just didn't quite get the head out in front of that one, but he gave it a pretty good ride.
Bryant swung at it, according to Bruce Dreckman.
Crunching some numbers today on Chris going back to August 11th. That would be 33 games. He's batted .336, .463 on base percentage, slugging .629.
Finishing strong. Cubs needed their best players to be at their best. Bryant and Rizzo have done that for sure. One and one to count, one out, fifth inning. Cubs lead 2-0. That's high from Waka. Waka was an all-star in 2015. th overall pick in the 2012 draft. Texas A&M. Times he's been mistaken for Adam Wainwright, including his manager Mike Matheny once in spring training. A similar build. And Bryant foul tips for strike 3.
Relive the magic of last year's historic run with the official 2016 championship season Fly the W book, which features essays by Tom Ricketts, Theo Epstein, and others, as well as never-before-seen photos. For more information, visit Cubs.com/flythewbook.
Rizzo 2 hits already. Hitting over, what, 470 now against Waka. Deep in the outfield, particularly in right. Scotty's almost on the warning track.
Confidence level in the bullpen is for Mike Matheny these days, but I would think any sign of trouble he'd get people up. The Cardinals have to play these games like playoff games.
Yep. 4 games back in the division, 3.5 out on the wild card. Not only trailing, but there's a team right in front of them too. So you know what the Brewers do has a big effect on the Cardinals' outlook moving forward. Fouled out of play off to the left. The last 3 games of the season are against the Brewers at home. Their final homestand, 4 against the Cubs, 3 against Milwaukee. So I think Mike Matheny's thought process, I'm sure, is just let's make that a meaningful homestand at the very least.
Those are playoff percentage odds I gave you earlier. The Cubs are at 92%. The Cardinals 12%. Same for the Brewers. 12.1 Cardinals, 11.8 Milwaukee. Even though the Brewers are currently a game better than the Cardinals. That's what's left. 15.
In the division for the Cardinals, Cubs play the Rays. Brewers finishing up against the Marlins. Very division heavy the final 2 weeks. He walked him. So I gave you the batting average before, right? So Waka has retired Rizzo more often than Rizzo has hit Waka. But I know it doesn't feel that way for the pitcher.
Yeah, he's got into that stretch, peeked over his shoulder, and seen Anthony standing there a lot. And you again.
Time was called. prior to the move. Martinez thinks they got him.
Yeah, and he also thought they had Almora at third last inning. Mike Matheny's not even looking in his direction. Now he's turning. And David Bell celebrated a birthday the other day. He's the bench coach. He's on the phone to the video room.
No challenge.
I think Jose is out of his player-induced challenges.
He's no longer allowed to encourage his manager to challenge.
He's cried wolf too many times.
And strike to Contreras. Well, you had it a few days ago. You said your best guess would be the Cubs clinch the division in St. Louis. That would be kind of fun. Clinching anywhere would be fun, but
yeah, it's in the home of your longtime rival. You can't do it in your own ballpark. Reminding Walker to keep an eye on Rizzo.
Decent distance off the base at first is Rizzo, not running. Contreras fouls.
Two outs, two strikes on the hitter. A lot of times this becomes a running situation. Kind of, why not? We get thrown out. We got a dangerous hitter leading off the next inning with a fresh count.
Eight hits in this ball game. They've all been singles. Two by Cubs have knocked in runs. Almora and Happ in the fourth. And there's Albert on deck.
Molina back on top of his game in terms of throwing out base runners. It slipped a little bit last year. Back among the league leaders in that department this year. He's been one of the best ever. Having himself, a heck of a plate appearance here. First start back, coming off the disabled list, he took 3 walks.
Pretty sure Walker hadn't even gotten to 30 pitches when the fourth inning was underway. He's now up in the mid-70s, and we're only in the fifth. They have really made him work. Rizzo goes 3-2, and it's fouled.
Yeah, he threw more in the fourth than he did in the first 3 combined. 25 maybe going into the fourth, through 27 last inning. Oh, there it is right there. We have all this fancy technology. We might as well use it. There are the numbers. Easy breezy for a while.
directly off the mask of Molina.
97 miles an hour. Contreras knows what that feels like.
Man on, 2 down, 3-2 on Contreras. This will be pitch number 9 from Waka. Here it comes. It's fouled again.
Anthony getting his sprint work in. Well, he hasn't tried down and in.
That's a sign from Molina.
Maddox used to refer to it as the surrender fastball. Two-seamer, take a little something off, try to get the ball put in play.
He walked him.
Boy, that was most impressive.
Second time today, Wilson has taken the freebie.
Great work by Contreras, and much concern now in the Cardinal dugout.
So that series against the Mets, he went 1 for 1 off the bench Tuesday. Wednesday, off the bench. Homer, triple, career high 6 RBIs in 2 at-bats. He drives one out in the left. It's down. Here comes Rizzo. Contreras to third. It's a double. What a week for Almora. 3-0 Cubs.
He is certainly pressing his case for more playing time. It's great work by Almora. Again, first pitch swinging. And why not? Right there, thigh high out over the plate.
Derek Lilliquist will head out. So Thursday against the Mets, off the bench again, 1 for 2, a double, 2 RBIs and a run. He did not bat yesterday, came off the bench late to play center. And in the lineup today, he's knocked in 2 of the Cubs' 3 runs.
Yeah, boy, a couple of weeks ago, if you called your broker and said, hey, I need some of that Almora, would you? He's going to move in the right direction. You'd be calling him back and say, way to go, man.
John Brebbia is up for the Cards. And this becomes a really important at bat here. With 2 more in scoring position, the Cubs could really break it open. Already leading by 3. That looks at a strike on the outside corner. It was a changeup.
Yeah, elevated changeup. He just haven't seen him now. And I think again it's the aggressive approach of the Cub hitters and the way the lineup is set up today. He has not really established great feel for that pitch. Normally you'd see a number of swings and misses on the changeup. John Maley getting his boys ready for this one.
There's the South Side native.
Yeah, tireless worker, and he'll tell his guys, hey, look for a certain pitch in a certain count, or say we need to be aggressive early today. Or
They've scored 50 times in the last 5 games, including today. We're hoping all of them will be wins.
Feeling this is the end of the line for Walker, don't you? One way or the other.
Pitch, swing and a miss. And the inning is over, but Albert Almora Jr. 2-out double, first extra base hit today. It's 3-0.
Favorite restaurant in Chicago is the legendary Harry Carey's Italian Steakhouse. Go where Rhino goes for Chicago's best prime steaks in River North, Rosemont, or Lombard. Call 773-HOLY-COW or visit harrycareys.com.
Nine of the 24 Cubs plate appearances have lasted 1 pitch.
Yeah.
4 of their 5 hits have come on that first pitch.
And that they've been able to do that and also work up the pitch count on Walker.
Right. So the ones that haven't have gone, in some cases, what, 11, 12 pitches. Strike on Carpenter.
Looks very efficient today. 3 up, 3 down, 5th, all on the ground. Time the Cardinals have backed up an outfielder today would be Carpenter, very first at bat of the ball game. A deep fly to center that Almora tracked down.
Caught by Rizzo. It technically was a foul ball, but it's an out. Foul line out.
A flying out.
Now, Carpenter is a career .277 hitter, but in over 100 games against the Chicago Cubs, he's hitting around .215. And a lot of those bad numbers against Jake Arrieta, his former college teammate, and John Lackey. think he's done much against John Lester either.
Really interesting game planning. Hendricks, again, not throwing many curveballs, but it's been heavy curveballs to Pham.
That was the changeup. He tries to cut. He kind of has a sliderish look to it. This time a sinker, 3-1.
Yeah, if Carlos Torres was hunting strikes back there today, the way Hendricks has spotted that fastball, it might be in the 8th inning.
Yep. Called strike 3.
That's great work.
So he rings him up, 2 down.
Pham second, stay back, stay back, stay back. Uh-oh. Knee-high heater right over the heart of the plate.
DeYoung has struck out twice, swinging in the first, looking in the fourth. He bounces to the third baseman, Bryant. And the Cardinals finished in the 6th. They've gone down 1, 2, 3 4 times today. New premier experiences here at Wrigley Field with seats having prime views and access to an exclusive club and first-class amenities. These new premier experiences will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in America's most majestic ballpark in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. Hey, we know that guy. Eddie Vedder hanging out in the bleachers tonight. Today, turning into tonight.
It's the place to be.
In town, playing with Pete Townsend and an orchestra and some quadrophenia tunes as Baez bunts, and he's out as he fell down right in front of home plate.
That didn't work out. Not a bad idea, though. Watching Matt Carpenter throw the ball in this series, it looks like it's been a bit of a labor. Make him make a throw on the run. Might get a miscue. He's had some issues there.
2 unassisted. So Baez actually was called out when he flicked it with his bat. 1-1 to John Jay.
Well, I thought the 5th inning might have been it for Walker, but obviously it was not. But there's support, Brebbia and the sheriff.
You wanted the sheriff against the Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll see it later this game or tomorrow.
Or against Taylor Davis. You'd have the Sheriff Taylor matchup.
Fought off the high one, still 2-2.
Speaking of the Chief Justice, you know, William Howard Taft, the president, also served as the Chief Justice. He was the only person to do that. He was here at Wrigley on this date in 1909. I was reading a Baseball Reference.
Okay.
Met all the players, had a nice chat.
108 years ago today. Line to left. Pham didn't catch it. It hit the grass. That's a base hit for John Jay.
I mentioned his first at bat that they play him as an off-field hitter. Most clubs do. So Pham was in pretty good shape here in terms of his positioning, but a sinking line drive. He's just not able to get the glove underneath. Second reach for John today. Single to go with his walk. But the Chicago Tribune reporting in the paper the next day that President enjoyed popcorn and lemonade at the ballpark. He was a big man. Won over 3 bills. Also the first to ever throw out a ceremonial first pitch.
And at that time they threw the pitch from the stands.
Yeah.
Right? Jay runs, swing and a miss by Hendricks. He is safe at second with his 5th stolen base.
Well, they don't sacrifice. They try a little hit and run play. Kyle doesn't make contact, but Jay gets the bag anyway.
It was not particularly close.
He just kind of threw that one from his knees, didn't he? Stayed in his crouch.
Popped up by Hendricks. Looks like there's going to be a play. Foul territory. And it's caught by Garcia, who was standing behind the taller Martinez. Two outs in the books, and now Zobrist. Ooh, that almost hit his glove.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. You know, Martinez didn't really yield there. He just missed it, and Garcia was there to make the catch. In this instance, 2 gloves better than one. Maybe he did at the last just pull it back, but it looked to me initially like he was trying to make the play on it.
JD mentioned earlier, it's been a good day at the plate for Zobrist, even though he's 0 for 3.
He came off the fastball, threw him an off-speed pitch, a changeup, and again first pitch swinging. Got his good work over the last 10 days, couple of weeks, seeing it better. Might as well be aggressive, especially with 2 outs and a man in scoring position.
Back-to-back changeups. Two in the 4th, and add on in the 5th. Mora has knocked in 2 of those 3. Cardinals' best chance against Kyle Hendricks came in the third inning and had the first two men on, and eventually the bases loaded with one out before Tommy Pham bounced into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Two and two on Zobrist. Bryant on deck. The Cubs have done some damage here, and it's been a quiet day for Zobrist and Bryant, combined 0 for 6. Set for action, 3-2, and he walked him. Well, it has been a clinic this week, watching this offense at its best.
Yeah, Zobrist just a real nice job there, sniffing him out basically. After a couple of good changeups earlier in the sequence. Ben was wise to it that time.
Mike Matheny will take the ball from his starter. 3-0 Cubs. We'll be back. Call to the pen. Call grilling flavor up to the bigs.
Prebbia is a 27-year-old rookie right-hander. He's done a very nice job for the Cardinals. He's pitched 41 times, has a 2.45 ERA. He's got a Bruce Sutter-like beard rolling out there. 44 innings, just 29 hits, 8 walks, and 42 strikeouts. Peripheral numbers, very good. Fastball, slider, and a change.
Call on the Suter-like beard. Almost looks fake. It's that full. Doesn't look comfortable, does it?
Looks like it might weigh you down. Drafted by the Yankees, 30th round pick in 2011.
So facing Bryant with 2 men on. Jay, the runner, at second. Zobrist at first. It's a foul ball.
A whole lot going on there.
Wow. I kind of lost track of the ball. I lost it off the bat.
Yeah, a little gyro ball and had some funky spin on it. It was starting to pull its way back towards fair territory.
That's right, yeah.
So it's hard to tell who was going to be unlucky there. That was just a do-over.
I did not see it kind of come back toward the field of play.
Looks like it was hiding on Martinez behind the bag there.
Swing and a miss.
Now you might say, well, why would he pull Walker out with Bryant up there? Bryant's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts today, but generally you give a guy like Bryant 3 and 4 looks at the same pitcher, you're asking for trouble. And in this instance, it was a pitcher who had done a lot of work the last couple of innings.
That'll be a home. Swing and a miss. Cubs strand 2, lead 3-0 in game 2. Nothing. We are now in the 7th inning. Fallout Boy, a great rock band that formed in Wilmette, Illinois, just up the road, will conduct their stretch today. Jose Martinez takes a strike. Can't say enough about the Cubs bullpen yesterday. They were terrific. And Kyle Hendricks helping them out today by giving them a little breather.
Yeah, he's doing some heavy lifting here and working into the 7th. He's got at least 6 and 7 consecutive starts now. The previous 6 all quality starts, and this one likely will end up as one as well.
John Lackey was pitching well when he got ejected.
Yeah,
it allowed the 2nd run. Continued his nice string of work. 1 and 2 to Martinez.
This is Maddox-like, the way Hendricks goes about his business. The ability to move the ball around and change speeds, and then as you get later in the game, you see a lot of what we just saw. Fastball right down the middle, and the hitter takes it. You can tell by the body language, it's like, oh man.
Brewers is 2-2, fouled off into the upper deck. Nope, just off the facade and back down to the main seating bowl. Your breakout MLB season is on Nintendo Switch. RBI Baseball 2017 is filled with fast-paced pick up and play MLB action packed with all your favorite MLB teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Get RBI Baseball today for Nintendo Switch. Learn more at RBIGame.com. Martinez victimized by Hendricks.
Different look from Kyle, the elevated four-seam fastball.
Fowler with one out. Cardinal fans with pretty good seats right next to their dugout.
You wear the Fredbird hat, you get special treatment.
Fowler back in there after missing a week with a bruised knee. And specifically the left knee. 1-1 on him. Right off the line at third. And now he'll move back a few steps with 2 strikes.
My first pick in the Dart League. Ooh. Ooh. Why not?
And a base hit, so that borderline call not going Kyle's way, and the at-bat results in Fowler's second single of the afternoon. That brings up Molina.
Kyle's last start was against the Brewers. He got beat 3-1. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, and 2 of them came in his final inning of work. A fly ball home run by Travis Shaw right down the right field line. His outing in that one very much like today. A complete command of his stuff. He struck out 7.
We referenced this yesterday. Molina was 17 home runs, second most in a single season for him. He hit 22 back in 2012. Fourth time he's been in double digits.
Yeah, we think Molina, a lot of it is just trying to hit the ball the other way, but lately he's been looking to pull a little bit more, and I think that's where the home runs are coming from.
All he needs a second.
Molina turned 35 back on July 13th. Been in the big league since 2004.
Signed through 2020. Cue shot on the ground, and it's scooped by Happ. Fowler at second, 2 outs. You mentioned Fallout Boy is singing the stretch, and here they are. Got their game face on. Scotty the hitter. Contreras will go out and confer with Hendricks.
Soft line drive single to left. Back in the third, then a ground ball to second last time. Carl Edwards Jr.
So has ducked behind a cloud or two. Glorious Saturday afternoon. Wind blowing out toward left. Temperatures now in the low 80s. Strike called on Piscotty. On a hop. Baez has it. Throw to first. Got him. That was not an easy play. It's the Mazda 7th inning stretch with Fallout Boy.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, award-winning rock band Fallout Boy.
Chicago, it's good to be home. All right, Cubs fans, let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Commies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game.
Exclusive one-on-one with former Blackhawk and 3-time Stanley Cup champion Brian Bickle. From his start in the NHL to his retirement and living with MS. Watch Inside Look, presented by Cadillac, tonight at 9:30 on CSN, or live stream at csnchicago.com/watch live. Good to see the Fallout Boys. Brebbia to Rizzo. Cubs lead 3-0, 7th inning.
It's interesting to contrast the capacity of the booth. 4 guys from Fallout Boy are here versus 4 Chicago Bears.
We had a little
more.
A little room.
Yeah,
we have enough room.
Yeah. They were dynamite.
Ooh, nice play by Garcia as he robs Rizzo. That would have been the 4th reach for Anthony. And of course, Garcia then whiffed on Martinez's around the horn throw. I don't know if we'll have it on replay or not. I don't know if it was his fault, but he relaxed a little bit and then flubbed the around the horn play. They'll give you an error for that one, though.
Anthony has been spot on here today.
Contreras 0 for 1. Make it 1 for 2 plus 2 walks.
Did you tip over in your recliner watching that one come right back up the middle? Charlie browned him.
Contreras disappointed he's coming out, but the Cubs again trying to not overtax him returning from the DL. So Martin will run. Day for Almora. Go ahead RBI single, and then they run scoring double to make it 3-0. missed.
Struck Bryant out there in the last inning with a good slider. And look at his pitch usage. He leans heavily on that slide ball. He's got a good heater too. 40% of the time he throws his slider.
Will get over the head of Pham. Martin gliding into third. A double for Junior. He's 3 for 4.
Our Almora stock is looking better and better. He's been making a lot of loud noises. At the crack of the bat. Jeepa.
Pulled the hands in and
yeah, that's a confident swing right there, man. I'm just getting after it. Delivering the barrel to the ball, getting on the backside of it. Very noisy. Ian had a big chance last time. A couple of men on. That was in the 5th. He struck out to end the inning, so chance at redemption here. Forced to pull the infield in, down 3, 7th inning. So Ian will not get the chance.
Nope. Morris 7 for his last 9 this week.
Well, let's see what Yadi's plan is here with Javi Baez and the bases loaded. Will it be get ahead and then try to get him to expand, or will he immediately start calling for sliders? Assume Javi's in chase mode.
Watch for the bunt too. Tricky hop, kind of jump to make the play, and then the throw on time.
Yeah, this is where his arm is a real difference maker. He didn't have any time to really get much going towards first base. It's all arm strength.
Looks like those braids are getting longer in the back.
They grow a quarter inch for every outstanding play he makes in the field.
It's like the stars on the old Pirates caps.
They didn't get him to chase the slider, so they challenged with the heater and were able to slip it by him. Times we've seen him able to make the adjustment, shorten the swing a little bit. This will be a good time. Jumping up on the bat a little bit.
Two down. On the breaking pitch. That'll be it for Brebbia. John J. Dew will tell you who the new Cardinal pitcher is when we come back. Sheriff. A left-hander now working.
Another rookie, just 7 appearances at the big league level this year. 8 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 3 walks, 9 Ks, sidearm delivery. Sinkers and sliders. Lefties 2 out of 13 against him so far.
Okay, we've got Sheriff and the Chief Justice. It happened.
I love it.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 7th inning. Bounce the other way as Carpenter leaves his feet. A couple of really nice defensive plays here in this inning. Keep the Cubs off the board, but they lead 3-0. Now at eclicklending.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending. Your mortgage just happened. Got a couple changes defensively. Rene Rivera now catching. Jason Hayward is playing right. Zobrist moves over to left.
Kyle Hendricks continues on. Edwards, Dunsing readying in the Cub bullpen.
Garcia takes ball 1.
Nice to be able to call on Rene Rivera or Alex Avila when you have to get Contreras off his feet. Thought when he pinch ran for Wilson that maybe that would spell the end of the day for Hendricks, that Joe was thinking, well, if Hendricks was going to continue to pitch, I would leave Contreras out there with him. They've been going along so nicely. But that would obviously be the preferred thing to do. But again, they've got to be cautious with Contreras. Probably doesn't matter much to Hendricks.
100 pitches for Kyle. Working right now on a 5-hit shutout. No extra base hits allowed. And Zobrist now moving over to left, makes a catch on that slicer. Randall Grichuk will pinch hit for Sheriff. Oh, I want to say the Sheriff, but it's Sheriff.
So when they had that Players Weekend, when they got to wear jerseys with nicknames on the back, he went head-to-head against a guy who was the Outlaw. He pitched against somebody from Tampa, I think. His nickname was the Outlaw, so we had the Sheriff against the Outlaw.
20 home runs for Grichuk. I'm looking here, the last Cub starter to work into the 8th inning, or at least record an out in the 8th. It's been a while. Jason Hayward, 2 outs. In fact, the Cubs have only had 2 starters get more than 21 outs all year. On May 23rd, John Lester complete game win against the Giants. And then July 22nd against the Cardinals, 3-2 win. Lester went 8. So John Lester's gone 8 and 9. No other Cubs starter had gone beyond 7 full innings prior to Hendricks today.
Yeah, and that was part of the plan coming into the season with the long postseason runs the last couple of years to maybe go a little bit earlier to the bullpen than Joe may have otherwise. And the idea being that you've got rested guys ready to deliver at crunch time, and I think this qualifies as crunch time.
One ball, one strike. Pitch to Carpenter. A fly ball to left. It's deep. Zobrist over toward the corner, and it is gone. An opposite field homer for Carpenter. His 20th will get St. Louis on the board.
Yeah, it didn't look like much when it first left his bat, but that's where the wind is helping. It's a right to left cross breeze here today. Talk about Carpenter's ability to get the ball in the air and to hit for power. It's a forward home run replay, and that will bring Kyle Hendricks' day to an end. But what a brilliant performance it has been as you watch one more time. Carpenter pushed this one into the bleachers and left.
Here's Carl Edwards Jr. See, allowing a 146 opponent's batting average as he tries to get the final out here in the 8th inning. That average trails only Josh Hader among NL relievers. Hader at 145 against.
Well, Carl was the winner in the ball game yesterday. Worked a scoreless 6th. 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout.
A great ovation for Hendricks. This is a big spot due to where they are in their order.
This is who he dealt with yesterday. He came in for the 6th. It was Pham, DeYoung, and Martinez. Now he just has to concern himself with Pham here with 2 outs.
Leg kick, and the pitch got him on the curveball. A nasty curve, and it's 3-1 in the 8th. By a score of 3-1. Tyler Lyons, a left-hander, will come in to pitch for St. Louis now. For the 45th time, has a 2.42 ERA. And they are not rising for Tyler Lyons. They are rising for Addison Russell. Welcome back, Addie. Just activated off the DL. And he takes a strike. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Went on the DL August 4th. Right foot strain and plantar fasciitis. One rehab game on August 28th in AAA Iowa, but then re-aggravated the injury, had the assignment cut short.
Somehow doing some early work today, taking some ground balls. Appear to be moving around very effortlessly.
Welcome back, Eddie, to the back of the bleachers. Whoa, baby!
How about that? That's pretty impressive. Who needs rehab? Passes through the gauntlet, a tip of the hat to the crowd, and then back in for more.
A no doubt about it home run. Curve strike on Zobrist, 4-1. Get that run right back, and he gets the interview treatment from LaStella and Happ. First career pinch hit home run for Russell. 0-2. Ford home run replay.
Last at bat, August 2nd prior to this. Davis is up. Montgomery is up there along with him. Stays 4-1. It'll be Davis.
Zobrist fans one away. Bryant. Hefty home run time. And check out the Cubs leaderboard. Club record 6 with at least 20.
Become a very important part of the Cardinal bullpen as this season has progressed. When he first came to the big leagues, kind of a swing man, long man, making occasional start. Trusting him in late game high leverage situations now. Throwing that slider right there a lot more than he did in the past.
It's nice to add a couple of guys like Contreras and Russell to your September call-ups, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that had been a lingering concern. You know, Javi playing every day at shortstop, Joe trying to find him some rest, and then again the worry, what if he were to get hurt? Russell back now with enough time to get into the flow of the season and have enough at bats to, well, apparently he doesn't need any. One was enough to get up to speed. We highlighted KB in our open, and he's 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. So I guess that's on us a little bit.
Into the corner and left. Fair ball. Double.
We're off the hook.
Took a lot of the ballpark there in that little corner. He got wedged in that same area we saw earlier this week.
Trying to throw a little backdoor slide ball, and kind of came into the middle of the room.
Two hits, a walk, 2 runs for Rizzo. Robbed of a hit by Garcia in the 7th. And a strike. Cubs with 10 hits. Popped up. Molina through the on deck circle. So 2 away, and it will be Rene Rivera, the catcher. He's had a big week, big homestand. Four for 5 on the homestand. 3 hits are doubles, 2 runs, 3 knocked in. Hitting over 470 in his career here at Wrigley. Not a lot of bats. Has a bit of an old school delivery.
Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of their other lefty out there, well, one of the other lefties, Brett Cecil.
Breaking ball for a strike. 1-2. Shot, sliding grab, Tommy Pham. Rivera continues to square it up. Addison Russell, long home run off the bench. We go to the ninth. It's 4-1. Poe. We're going to give it to Kyle Hendricks, Albert Almora Jr., Addison Russell, honorable mentions. Benny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. And they've got the gang back together. Russell, the shortstop, Baez, the second baseman. Happ goes out to left. Wade Davis seeking his 30th save in as many tries.
Yep, he's got a 3-run cushion. He's 29 out of 29 in such situations with a 2.13 ERA. The young Martinez Fowler stand in his way.
Struck out twice and grounded out. And an infield hit in the series. One and one. Here's the pitch. Bounced up there.
2-3-4 in the Cardinal batting order today. Pham to young Martinez. Just one reach. 1 out of 10, a Martinez single in the fourth, and then he was picked off by Kyle Hendricks. Among the many good things Kyle did today.
Back-to-back days for Wade, and he got more than 3 outs for the first time in the ball game yesterday. So that is certainly a sign of where we are in the season. An inning and a third. 25 pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah, he had had a few days off prior to that, so looks like he's at full speed here this afternoon.
Chance to push the Cardinals 5 out and Milwaukee 3.5. A fair game pending later. Actually, they'll start in about 20 minutes. The Brewers will bat first in their home ballpark.
It was nice of the Brewers. I saw they decorated the stadium with some pink flamingos and some palm trees.
They were going to hold the attendance to like 10,000 last night, but they sold out so quickly they had to increase that. I think they're keeping it at about 22,000, 23,000 for the weekend each day. Inside for a ball, 1-1. And Jose Martinez.
Jose Quintana will pitch for the Cubs tomorrow afternoon. Lance Lynn will work for the Cardinals.
Already a franchise record for Davis, converting 29 in a row. Previous mark held by Ryan Dempster, 26 straight from August of 05 until May of 2006. 35 straight for Davis going back to September of last year when he was with Kansas City. That is now the longest active streak in the majors. Zach Britton last month ended his streak of 60 consecutive saves converted. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 96 on the fastball. 2 down.
We talk a lot about Davis and his pitch making ability, and you see where Rivera set the target and he did not have to move at all.
1300th Cubs strikeout. Fowler waves at strike 1.
The hummingbird.
Full foul. Well, strike out the side would be fun, but how about a 2-hopper at Addison Russell? Two. Davis has a sign from Rivera. They're going in this time.
Leaked a little bit on him.
Another 1-2. Hit him on that. Stung. That was a bad spot for a major league hitter. As Fowler will be tended to by one of the Cardinal athletic trainers. Right hand. The pad.
Yeah, see, he holds his hand hangs down a little bit off the knob of the bat.
So now Molina, tying run is around the on deck circle. And Stephen Piscotty. Here we go. Molina fouls. Everybody up here in the ninth. Will jog down to second. Liner. There's Russell. Didn't get the 2-hopper, but the line out works. Cubs win 5 in a row now. So it will be a winning homestand after the Cubs drop the first 3 against Milwaukee. And check off a date on the calendar, and the Cubs increase their lead 5 over St. Louis, 3.5 ahead of Milwaukee.
Yeah, mission accomplished here this weekend with the Cardinals. Guaranteed a series win by winning the first 2 games, and now the Cardinals' chances very, very, very bleak.
So in the sports parlance, you've got the proverbial coffin. Would the final nail happen tomorrow on a sweep? Pretty close.
I mean, we were talking about the playoff odds with the numbers crunchers earlier. The Cardinals were at about 12%. They're going to be in single digits now. They're 5 back with 14 to go. They're going to need a lot of help.
Join us tomorrow, 12:30 here on CSN for our pregame coverage. Cubs try to sweep the Cardinals to wrap up this weekend. For JD and our entire crew here at Wrigley Field, Glenn Casper with your final score. Cubs 4, Cardinals 1. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next. Stay tuned.